Joining me now for our regular visit at this time of year to talk about Kids College, the summer event series here at San Juan College for kids of almost all ages. Liesl Dees is back with me, the Director of Continuing Education here at San Juan College. Welcome back to KSJE.
Scott, it's always a pleasure. Always a joy to be with you.
Thank you. Good to have you here. And I can't believe we're talking about summer already, but I'm glad we are because it's really cold out. It has been. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
So summer's coming.
Summer is almost here.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're ready. You and your department are ready to go.
We are ready for Kids College, and we are excited about what we've got going on this year, Scott, because we've got a lot of fun new opportunities.
Very good. And some that are already kind of filling up, you were telling me before we came on the air this morning.
That's
so how about
exactly
that?
right. We can start right there.
Let's do that. Well, here's the catalog. This is what people may have gotten in their mailboxes, right? Or we'll see it around town.
Exactly. Yep, we've tried to put it in places where kids go, like places like E3 Children's Museum.
Right.
And we always have copies at our office, which is at the 30th Street Education Center. And we're happy to drop one in the mail to you. If you didn't get one in the mail and would like to know more, you can also go to our website. But I think having the hard copy is handy to page along.
Right. Very true. But we've got the website up too, so we can do that and browse through the categories and age groups. You've got it all kind of sorted and filtered depending on what folks are looking for.
That's exactly right.
Very
and
good.
Let me start with those free camps that you mentioned, because we have several that we've had before that are fabulous opportunities. One is called BHP Billiton Youth Camp.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for students who have finished the 6th and 7th grades, and this was funded by BHP Billiton before they left the area.
They were the coal mining company for a long time.
That's exactly right. And they left a generous endowment to San Juan College Foundation, and that has led in perpetuity to this summer camp.
How great.
Yeah.
How great, right?
It has been fabulous. And the idea of it is to give kids a taste of college and a taste of San Juan College. And so they come onto campus during the day, 4 or 5 days, and they're exposed to various different departments, and they get to do some fun things, like usually climbing on the climbing wall and engaging with professors from various departments.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's been a great one. That's free,
Right.
and that is one that we have spots open for.
Okay, but filling up quick, I would think.
Yes, and it was full with a waiting list last year. And what happened last year with that camp is that full with a waiting list, and we had several students who never showed or only came the first day. So we really want to make sure that students are able to make the commitment to all 5 days. And we know there's going to be something that happens unexpected. Someone gets sick, something happens in a family, but as best as people can to make that commitment to be there all week.
Right.
And we have a similar situation with our Gen Cyber camp. We've done this for a number of years. It is a grant from the National Security Administration, and it is a fabulous opportunity that if a student, either middle school or high school, has an interest in computers, the idea behind Gen Cyber, the cybersecurity camp, is to help kids get exposed to cybersecurity careers. We know this is a huge employment area that doesn't have enough people going into it, and so this is a funding opportunity for kids who think, oh, that sounds kind of cool, and get a little more hands-on exposure to it to see if that's something they want to do.
Right.
Yeah,
Certainly some growth potential there in the future, right? For kids that are looking for a career.
That's exactly right. And because it's a grant-funded opportunity, we knew about this back in last summer that we had gotten the grant for this coming year. So we began registration for this one in December. We filled both camps and already have a nice waiting list, but we already added 10 more students into those camps thanks to the generosity of the San Juan College Foundation.
Okay.
So we've already kind of exceeded what we planned for. But if any of this interests you and you go on our website and you see there's a waiting list, please get on it, because sometimes, like what I just described, that gives us the impetus to go to another funding source and say, say, can we have more students
Right.
in this?
You can show the demand and the reason for asking for more money, it looks
That's exactly right. And just like BHP Billiton, last summer with Gen Cyber, there were students in that first week who didn't come, who were unable to participate, and we were calling the wait list.
Okay.
And so,
well, that's why you have it.
That's exactly right.
There
We
you go.
love having that opportunity. And
Excellent.
yeah. So, and I would say, too, that if someone is listening who is already registered, and then that became the week you're going to grandma, go ahead
Cancel.
and drop the
Yeah.
class. Yes, because we really want to make sure that we get students who want to be there
Very
in these
true.
camps.
And that opens up a spot for somebody else who is probably waiting patiently for that call.
That's exactly right.
So that's good to know.
And then we have 3 other free camps this summer that have multiple weeks of that.
Okay.
The first one is that we are taking the success of our Super Summer STEM Camp
Right.
that we've been doing for, is it 9 years? Now, yep, this is our 9th annual one, so we've had it for 8 previous years.
Okay.
And that camp has been just a high energy, lots of fun engaging with science, technology, engineering, and math.
Okay.
And we love that camp. So this grant that we have this summer allows us to offer that at San Juan College West in Kirtland free of charge.
How about that?
So amazing opportunity. We're doing some things with transportation from more remote areas,
Okay.
trying to target on the west end of our county by
There you
having
go.
it at San Juan College West.
And I'm looking, it says ages 6 to 11.
That's right.
Okay.
Ages 6 to 11.
And
on
there's a few
on that
sessions
one.
available,
That's
right?
exactly
During the
right.
summer.
It's the same camp for 3 weeks, so we want you to only sign up for one. And
okay.
we say that.
You say that.
in here.
If I read it, I
Yeah,
would see
exactly.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's okay. And so we love having people in. We want to have those camps full.
Right.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay. And again, folks can go online to sign up. They
Yep.
can look in the catalog that we showed at the beginning of the show. They can call
That's exactly
your
right.
office and sign up that way too, the 566-3214 number.
Yep, we're probably going to first direct them online. If you don't have access online, we can walk you through some of that, but we want you to be able to, to register online. And so it's sanjuancollege.edu/kids college with 2 Ks.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. You
And
got- see what
then
you did there.
two more free camps.
Yep.
The second one is for ages 12 to 17, so a little older than we usually serve with Kids College. But it is a youth entrepreneurship camp. So wanting kids who have a thought for business, who have, perhaps an idea of something that you would like to do, or maybe you just think, I can see myself as a business person and
Right.
would like to see what it would be to be an entrepreneur, to have your own business. We're really excited about what we've got planned for this. It involves a makerspace membership as part
cool.
of this. That goes on for 6 months after the camp. So that's a fabulous opportunity for young
Right.
creators. And, that involves things like having a 3D printer, having a laser engraver. You could do promotional items, or you could do something that you want to sell.
Right.
So-
a piece of clothing, I know they do embroidery and
They
sewing
do.
and things like that over there. It's really an amazing space. And if you're not sure what we're talking about, you should go take a free tour and check it out because it's got a lot of cool things.
That's exactly right. And it's a membership entity, kind of like joining a gym. And
Right.
so, the idea is that you will have access to that space for free of charge
Right.
for 6 months after this camp.
True.
So,
but you might actually use it. No offense, gyms. I'm just saying. It's that time of the year. So some of our New Year's resolutions are a little fading by the wayside there.
Yes.
But this one you might actually use.
That's
There you go.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So ages 12 to 17 for that. And then the third free camp that we have is an environmental science engineering for kids camp. And that
Okay.
one has 2 weeks, and it already has wait lists for both of those weeks.
Interesting.
So again,
Yeah.
encourage you to get on the wait list if that's something that appeals to you. But
Okay.
we're really excited about the partnerships that we have on this, and how we have a lot to offer.
Sure.
Those particular camps all involve breakfast and lunch included on their very generous grants.
How about
and,
that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we are very pleased to offer this to our community.
Right. And with this data that you're sharing and the fact that these fill up pretty quickly and have wait lists, is that something you can show back to the grantors and say, maybe next year we can have double the sessions or what have you, if that's possible?
You think exactly like my supervisor, Dr. Lorenzo Reyes, does.
Well,
and,
I'm in good company, my goodness.
You're thinking grant funding and kind of the verbiage on that. And as I mentioned, like with Gen Cyber, sometimes, we're even able to make a change that year when we say, oh, we've got the interest.
Right.
And that's exciting.
Okay, very good. Good to know. My guest this morning, Liesl Dees, is here, of course, the Director of Continuing Education here at San Juan College. We are talking about Kids College with 2 Ks. It'll be here before you know it over the summer, and it's a great opportunity for families to get kids signed up to explore and learn and have fun, all at the same time in many cases, right here at San Juan College. So what else do we want to go over this morning?
So you mentioned at the beginning that Kids College is for almost all ages.
Yes.
And most of our classes run at the age range that we serve in the bulk of our classes are ages 4 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 11, and 12 to 15. So 4 to 15 is
Right.
where you'll find most of our classes.
Right.
For those little ones, ages 4 to 5, we keep them at the Child and Family Development Center here on campus. And most of our classes are from 1 to 2:50 in the afternoon. Then we have a 20-minute break, 3:10 to 5. And that 20-minute break isn't really a break for our staff. It's moving kids all around campus.
Escorting them from wherever they need to go, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the case of the little ones, ages 4 to 5, they stay within the Child and Family Development Center. And so they just move to another classroom or are in the same classroom for the afternoon. So parents do not need to come do anything between
Right.
1:50 and 3:10. If you're signing up for at 1 o'clock and then a 3:10 class, you get to leave your child at 1 o'clock and pick them up from their second location at 5 o'clock. So that
Sounds like someone put some thought into that.
That's exactly
Yes.
right. We've been doing this for years
Right, right.
now.
Excellent.
And
And the parents know that their child is supervised and taken care of throughout that whole 5-hour, 4-hour period in the afternoon.
that's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Math is hard in the
Yeah.
morning, but okay. Yes.
There you go. And I will say that the one other class that we offer for the ages 4 to 6 is that particular class that isn't at the Child and Family Development Center is our climbing wall.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the things that I love about Kids College, Scott, is that we are taking advantage of some of the fantastic things that San Juan College has to offer and giving the community a chance to taste that.
True.
And, spend a week climbing on the wall and see what that experience is like. And then you
Right.
can decide if that's something that you all want to do more as a family and get excited about that. So the climbing wall is something that has been a long beloved activity within Kids College.
I can see why.
Yes, and we
Yes.
offer that for 6 to 8-year-olds, 9 to 11, and 12 to 15-year-olds.
Different
as well.
levels for all age groups, I suppose, right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
And then in our other classes, particularly for 6 to 8, 9 to 11, and 12 to 15, we're really trying to take advantage of facilities and expertise and expose kids to something for a week that may spark an interest or maybe a passion for them. So that might be an art-related topic. It might be something science-related. It might be something physical as an activity to try disc golf, for example, or to, we've got a week of volleyball, and we've got several weeks of pickleball. Pickleball we offered in Kids College last summer.
For people younger than 50? Are you crazy? All right.
It was great last summer. We had young folks who had a good time.
It's
Learned
an
to do
all-ages sport, isn't it?
It can be an all-ages sport, and learn to beat your grandparents.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
true. Very good. Okay.
So a whole variety of types of classes. Piano is another one that we've offered before.
Right.
And we have a variety of cooking classes
True.
that take advantage of our facilities.
I think I have on
here.
the screen a Hispanic treats class.
Exactly.
That is making my stomach rumble a little bit.
And we've got a Hispanic favorites one
Okay,
too.
okay.
As well, we've also got some Navajo cooking
Nice.
this summer that is new. We haven't done that, and other things like dramatic desserts or fair food fun. Fair Food Frenzy, I think we called it.
Okay.
Food art boards
Right.
So a nice variety of different kinds of food and cooking classes.
Okay. And again, on the website, as I'm scrolling through, you've got it all kind of set up by ages, but I think also by dates too, right?
That's exactly right.
Look for,
Yep.
if you're going to be home for certain weeks or gone for certain weeks of the summer, you can sign up for things that you're going to be home for.
Exactly. And Scott, I don't know if you're able to kind of navigate quickly online here,
Oh,
but
that's a challenge. Go ahead. Yes.
on
Where are we going?
on our main San Juan College site, it's the website sanjuancollege.edu/kids college.
Mm-hmm.
/kids college.
Mm-hmm.
On that one, we have it spelled out as an at a glance, kind of by week, so that you can see by ages, by week. And we also have that in our published schedule. And you can see, okay, the kids are going to be home these 3 weeks. I've got ages 6, 9, and 12. And what do I have open at different times for them, so that you can kind of piece together what kids might be interested in.
Like that.
Exactly. Thank you,
Okay.
Scott.
There we are. See?
And I love how you rise to the challenge.
Well, I'm happy to. Yes.
And that has been one of our benefits every year, is that we offer a wide variety of ages. So if you have 3 or 4 kids, there are multiple opportunities, and so
Right.
kind of layering that together.
Right. Or kids visiting, I guess, too. Grandparents or
That's
whomever
exactly
can also
right.
look at this and maybe set something up or let mom and dad know what's available while they're here.
That's exactly right. We do that on a regular basis.
Right.
Yep.
Very good.
And I will say that one thing we're going to try this year to do with a little more intention. This is something that we've been asked for, and we've done it for the past couple of years at the Child and Family Development Center, but we're going to do it for our classes elsewhere on campus, is rather than having parents go into the classroom, and we're always, directing people down hallways at the HHPC, we're going to have people at the front in specialized locations so that you have one drop-off. So if you have kids at the gym, at the nutrition lab, and in a classroom at the HHPC, you're just going to go to the entrance of the HHPC. And we've put a map in our published schedule that explains that.
Okay.
And we've also explained that online.
Very good.
So we're going to try that and
Try
see
that
if
and
that solves some challenges and gets everybody moving into the classroom at the same time.
In the right place, the right time.
Yeah.
That's what you want. So
Exactly. Yep.
Liesl, give me an idea, too, of how many children that we're talking about here for the summer, because I know the number is staggering.
So we typically have, I usually use the number between 1,600 and 1,900 enrollments. Usually it's around about 1,800. We definitely had a hit in our pandemic years,
Right,
and
of
it took
course.
us a couple of years to get back up. But typically it's around 1,800. 1,800 enrollments.
1,800 children
Exactly.
that you are keeping track of.
Exactly. Yeah, that usually works out to about 800 or so different little human beings.
Right.
Or not so little.
Yeah, right.
But
Taking different classes and what have
taking
you.
different
Yeah, sure.
classes. Yeah. And it means that in a given week, we typically have somewhere around 250 enrollments. Sometimes it's 300 in a week.
Right.
But in many of our weeks, it's around 250. And so that, sometimes feels like running maybe like half of an elementary school, right? Yeah.
Right.
And I am so happy that we have over the years had fabulous kids college coordinators. Our current one has been with us for several years. Her name is Stacy Maxwell, and she teaches at Ladera Elementary. She's actually the one who built this whole schedule for us and has been interviewing instructors and hiring people and working on the schedule. And she's done this for several years now, so she kind of knows what to expect. And
Right.
we have a really good team of people coming back.
Very
so
good.
Really excited about that.
A bunch of great dedicated people behind the scenes that make it all look so easy and run so flawlessly, which I'm sure is by design, but doesn't always happen.
Right. That is our goal. You know, there are those moments when something doesn't go right, and with kids, we take that really seriously.
Sure.
You know, we want to make sure that kids are having a positive experience. Hopefully, that they want to be there and that they, you know, are engaged
Right.
with the.
Well, you can see that
materials.
going by the locations, I think, during kids' college, how much fun they're having. So.
And sometimes our challenge is to make sure that you know, we're moving quietly in the hallways,
Well, that's
or
true, too.
quietly enough.
That's
you know?
okay. That happens, too.
It brings a lot of good energy to campus, and we are grateful for kind of the engagement of many other departments on campus, particularly our Health and Human Performance Centers, where we have a lot of our classes, and they have been very generous. That in the past couple of years, that's where we have had a kids' college office on campus, and so, you know, it has been a really good partnership over the years.
Very good. Good to hear. Excellent. Where to next?
So I want to talk for just a minute about our kids' college scholarships.
Okay.
Because in addition to the free camps, we have some funds, not a lot, but, let me put it this way. We have already used a lot this
Okay.
year, that we have already
right.
had a lot of people who have applied for scholarships with us. In 2018, Sarah Oliver, who now works for the San Juan College Foundation, was a program specialist in our office, and she has a background in dance. And she said, I want to have a dance show that's a fundraiser for something in the community. And I said, how about us? How about a kids' college scholarship fund? And Sarah ran with that idea and has been just a driving force behind making that happen. And she is now with the foundation and has been incredible in making this a success. We have had generous support from Big Red Tool and from Graph Orthodontics, and are very grateful for their generosity to the San Juan College Foundation and for Sarah's work on behalf of the foundation in creating a dance review in the fall that is a fundraiser for the Kids College Scholarship Fund.
Very true.
And-
a lot
and
of
I-
great talent
And I
on
should
that stage.
Yeah, I should say too that it has been sold out. I think it was 2 years ago that like we were turning people away, that we couldn't get everybody in. You know, we hit the limit in the auditorium, and dance studios from throughout the community have participated, and just a fabulous
Right.
activity.
Which is really cool to see all the dancers from all these different studios coming together for this event.
That's exactly right.
So congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you. And so, you know, we're using that money. What we have said this year, the verbiage that we used is aspiring kids college students who would not be able to attend without financial assistance are welcome to apply for a scholarship to their class of choice by using the scholarship application online. And it's a $55 scholarship, and we don't have any criteria. You know, we're not asking for your personal financial information on this, because we want to make it easy for the people who really need it to benefit from this. And I remember years ago, as I was interviewing instructors for kids college, and I would, you know, tell them the kind of things that we were offering and the kind of classes they could teach, they would say to me, you know, more than once, multiple people have said this to me. Oh, I know a child who would benefit so much from this kind of class, but I don't think her family would be able to do it. And that's where the Kids College Scholarship came from.
Right.
It's wanting to provide that kind of support for the community. And I'm really grateful that Sarah made that a reality.
Very cool. Well, congrats to you and to her and the foundation, of course, for making this possible. The sponsors, of course, too. You couldn't do it without them.
That's exactly
and,
right.
And we see the page on the website for the scholarship that you can click
Yep.
on to apply. If there is dollars left,
Absolutely.
let's use them.
Exactly.
So-
that is exactly right.
And a lot of great opportunities for kids from years past, too, that I'm sure wouldn't have been able to come. So
That's exactly right.
That's great.
And let me mention something else with that, too. One other way in which we have seen people support kids in Kids College is gift certificates. And
Oh, right.
sometimes it's been a grandparent giving this as a Christmas present or a birthday present or something
Yeah.
like that. And sometimes it's been, you know, someone in the community knowing a family who wants their kids to go to kids college, and they bought them gift certificates.
How about
and
that?
That has been a great opportunity.
Great idea.
Love having that happen.
For the person who has everything, I bet they don't have that. So
That's right. That's
so there
right.
you go. Wonderful. Very good. We just have a couple minutes remaining this morning, Liesl. So what else this summer?
So let me just kind of reiterate with Kids College that we really have a great combination of show the
showing the thing.
the
Yep.
cover again.
There it is.
Of tried and true familiar favorites and some new classes as well. So, for example, we've got a fiber art fun that's new, or a crazy construction challenge, or I mentioned the Navajo cooking
Right.
class as something that's new. But we've also got a lot of things that we've done before and have been successful. And so we've got I mentioned we've got piano classes
Right.
coming back. Super slime time. Making slime.
that sounds fun.
A week of slime.
Yeah,
that
sure.
I think we're offering that 4 times because
Right.
that one's been popular.
Okay.
Chess. Checkmate is what we call the class.
Right.
Some paleontology
Okay.
basics. Watercolor, other art classes. Lego robotics has been another perennial fun
Cool.
one. We have a games galore class and another summer recess fun. That one we've listed as new this summer. So lots of opportunities. I mentioned pickleball. That'll be a great one to have
Right.
back this year.
And we should say that your tagline is experiment with fun all summer, right?
That's exactly right.
That's another part of the theme of classes that you'll probably see.
And I feel like that theme, Scott, captures what we are about as Kids College. It is really about combining knowledge and skills and experience with having a great time. And that is, what we want to do as Kids College. It's what we've been doing for 35
Wow.
years.
Yeah. Okay.
For Kids College, and
Right.
we want to
I mean,
keep
not
that going.
you and me, not us, but
Not-
we as a college.
Not you and me.
Yes.
And this is my time to say, Scott, that this is my last one, that this will be our
is.
last interview like this.
It is, and that's amazing to me. And you have a lot of exciting things planned, I know, but you are going to be leaving the college at
I
the
am.
end of this month.
I am retiring from San Juan College
You're counting
on April
it down.
30th.
You're counting it down.
Well, I'm aware of the days passing and
Yeah,
all that I
okay.
still need to get done
There's some
before I
things
leave.
to do.
Exactly.
Right. But you have things set up, and you've laid a really great, I think, groundwork and structure at the department to continue all the good work that you have done. So
We hope so, and we hope that the community will continue to be engaged and supported. And I'm not leaving the community, so
Glad to
I
hear
will still
that.
run into people in Smiths and
Right.
have engagement in other venues.
very
So,
good.
Look forward to that.
That's good to know. But you've been a great guest. You've always come over when I've called you and said, "Hey, let's do a show," and you have done a show, and you've appeared on many shows. In fact. Hold on, I'm going to show you this real quick. Let's see if I can get it.
See what you can get it.
We have the faces of Liesl.
Well, yeah. That's funny.
Because
That
you
is
have been with us
funny.
for a long time, and during COVID you were with us, and before COVID you were with us, and after COVID you've been with us, and so I can't thank you enough for all that you've done for KSJE and for San Juan College, Liesl Dees.
And Scott, I will say that I am very proud of my formerly secret identity as being the personal algorithm in your COVID
Right.
show.
That's right.
And that I got to provide behind the scenes help and support.
You gave us some feedback. You were our own little focus group, and we'd say, "How do you think that went?" You're like, "Well, let's not do that again."
Yeah.
Or, "Hey, that was great. Try that again."
Yeah, and lots of articles. I heard this story.
That's right. Why don't you talk about that?
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
thank you. That's not really enough to say thank you, but thank you.
You are very welcome. It's
done
been
a
a
lot.
joy. You've been a great interviewer for many interviews, as you are showing on the screen.
Yes, and
Yeah.
there are many more to choose from
Yeah.
that little Google search that I made. But
That's funny.
But that's okay. You're all over the interwebs, so enjoy that and everything else.
Thank you.
So, can we talk about what you're going to do after San Juan College? Because I think that's kind of exciting too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I have been for the past 2 years a student at Star King School for the Ministry, and I am in seminary and studying to be a Unitarian Universalist minister.
How about that?
That is my next life.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll do great.
Thank you.
at that
Thank you,
job,
Scott.
like you've done in all your other jobs. So.
Thank you. I'm very excited and looking forward to still being part of the community and being engaged here.
Well, good. Very good. Well, don't be a stranger.
Thank you.
I call you the conscience of San Juan College.
I hadn't heard that before, Scott.
Well, I think it's true.
Thank you.
So we'll need
Thank
to
you.
find another one.
Well,
But you'll still
lots
be in
of
the
people
community,
can
I
be
suppose.
conscious. Yes.
That's true.
Yep.
Liesl, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Good
Thank you,
luck
Scott.
with everything. And Kids College, it'll be here before we know it.
That's exactly right. Love to have people check out the website, sanjuancollege.edu/kidscollege with 2 Ks.
There you go. That's how to find it.
All right.
Great. Thank you, Liesl.
Take care.